Hi, kids. It's the Late Night Picture Show with Murph Wadurf. I'm your humble host, Murph. I just said my name. Tonight's picture, Lurkers. I don't know if you can even see that. It's like the darkest movie poster ever made. And I don't mean dark like scary, I mean dark like, where's the flash? This is Kathy right here. Kathy's not scared, but she should be. She's one of them. That's what it says. So, Lurkers is a 1987 Crown International picture. I like a lot of Crown International pictures. There were some good ones. This may have been towards the end of Crown International pictures. I'll have to look that up. This is directed by Roberta Findlay, who I've heard of, but I'd also have to look up what else she directed. So, the first hour of this picture is a complete waste of time. I'm going to be honest here. Suffice it to say that Kathy had a shitty childhood. She was saved by a guardian angel. She grew up and she met Bob. Bob and Kathy are in love. MTV video montage kind of love. That doesn't mean anything to some of you kids. So you know that part of the movie, like your movie that you're seeing down at the local Cineplex, where the couple falls in love and they show them frolicking in the park and, you know, dancing around the fountain, and there's like a recent pop song playing? Yeah, that's what I mean. It still happens. It just doesn't happen on MTV. So much in love that violins play when he goes down on her. That's love. Well, at least Kathy's in love. Bob, he's macking with some blonde on the side. It was still those days. So now you can skip to the last 34 minutes of the film, where Bob takes Kathy to a party in her old neighborhood. The hood, where she grew up. On the way, Kathy sees her guardian angel, who warns her not to go home. Don't go home, Kathy. Sure enough, the party is in the very building where Kathy grew up. Geez, what are the odds of that? She doesn't want to go in, so Bob says he'll just go in and say hello and they'll be on their way. Kathy stands outside, on the street in New York, which was not safe in 1987 or 1988 or whenever this movie was released. I get conflicting information. She is soon interrupted by a crazy guy with a sledgehammer. He chases her down the street and kills a young girl right in front of her. Well, guess what? Now she wants to go in the party. I would too. Soon, Bob disappears to call the police, presumably. And after he's gone for some time, Kathy begins to look for him. She discovers that this is no ordinary party. No, not like the party that you and I go to, or that me and my former circus friends go to. No. There's strange goings-on in that there house. Apartment building, whatever it is. So, yeah. A transsexual lesbian, some old swingers. Worse yet, it's Bob. And he's mixed up in some kind of scheme. Kathy overhears her fate. Let's say her planned fate. And she makes a run for it. But where to go? Out in the streets of New York? Help me. There's weird people in this apartment. They're after me. That'll go over real well on the streets of New York. Yeah. So, all in all, the end of this movie is really good. We got twists and turns and BDSM in the corridor. Seriously though, read. I say read. Yeah. Listen to the first part of my review. Right here. And watch this movie like you would watch an 80s porno. That is, and you'll have to remember VHS. Yeah, fast forward past the boring ass story at the beginning to the action. That's how you watched an 80s porno. In case you didn't know. Lurkers, overall, ranks 2 rings. Here's how the kids do it. Peace out. 2 rings. It's a 2-ring circus tonight on the Late Night Picture Show. Lurkers, 1987, Crown International Pictures. Now, what are we going to watch next week? Do you know Monkey? You don't know, do you? You'll find out, though. I'm going to be adding some more movies to this bucket pretty soon. Because I've been watching a lot of Svengoolie. Trying to clear out the old DVR, you know. What's this big long one? We're in for a real treat next week, kids. Yeah, it's Coffin Joe. The Awakening of the Beast. I believe the third? Well, don't quote me. But The Awakening of the Beast. Coffin Joe. Hard to beat Coffin Joe. Well, thank you for tuning in. Or turning in. Whichever. If you're still awake, you can push the like button on my video, or you can push the thumbs down version on my video, and you can leave comments about how well I read my old review or how poorly I read it. But subscribe. There'll be more crap and more Coffin Joe. See you next week, kids. Oh, I forgot.